What up? What up? What up? I think. Can y'all see me? Hold on. There we go. What's going on, people? A little technical difficulties. I think part of it is on my end, so I need to free up some stuff. But great to have everyone out. And as always, I'm not here by myself, and so let me go ahead and bring in my fellas. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on?
What's happening? What's happening?
What's up, bro?
Beautiful black people.
Hold on. Why is elbow greasy?
I don't know, man. He
Yeah.
Uh, what's up?
What is up? It sounds weird. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I don't know. All right.
little static.
No, like it sounds empty, but maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Is that your heart, Derek?
Is that your heart?
I gotta
He
close
just
out some
glitching
stuff.
to me, or is he glitching to you, Robbie?
No, he was glitching to me. I thought it was mine.
No. It is me. I gotta close out. So hold on. I'm down to one computer. So
Bye. I'll do the welcome.
all right. No. I'm good. I'm
Hello.
here.
No, baby.
All right.
Come on. I'm doing my
That was your welcome. All right. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Free Agents Podcast, baby, where you are encouraged to freely think and speak your mind, baby. You know, we've been prepping this all week for you, baby.
So many babies.
You know what I'm saying, baby? And you miss me, baby, because I missed you too, baby. But we free and we agents and we here, baby. So let's get this shit cracking and bring in my niggas. How was that?
I feel like that was
excellent.
maybe directed to someone.
Elbow Greasy's back though.
Elbow greasy? I don't think elbow greasy is
I
quite.
mean, he's back-ish. We can see him.
I don't think he's ready yet.
Give
He's
us a
there.
thumbs up when you're ready. Buddy.
Give us a thumbs up.
Oh, he is. He can give us a thumbs
That's
up.
a fucking lie. Watch.
Watch.
She said we should each do an intro.
Okay. Is you up, Robbie?
You up, Robbie?
I don't want to play this game. Oh God. Hey, baby. Man, come on, man. I'm not doing, man. Shut up, man. Let's go.
Shut up, man. Hey, why'd you change your shirt?
I prefer my Humpty shirt.
Oh, okay.
Because we can only see the hump, right?
You can only see HU actually.
You represent
Howard University?
Nah.
Howard or Hampton?
If I had to, well, you want to save that for?
Sure.
We'll save that.
Let's bring in DJ.
Who's the real HU?
Hey, DJ Elbow Greasy.
Hi, DJ Elbow Greasy. You are live. We can't see you.
What up?
Yeah, bro.
What are you
You
doing?
hear me?
It looks like you're on the road.
Yeah, you're on the road. I hope you're not the one
Oh
driving.
man, I'm in Stanislaus County, California, man. Trying to get up
Why
out
you on the
this
side?
bitch.
Why are you on the side of the road?
Bro, you still ain't left
Why am I not
California.
driving? Wait, hold
No,
on.
why are you on the side of the road?
Why am I on the side of the road?
Yes.
Because we're gonna switch so I could do the
Oh, so
podcast
you can-
and then my wife can drive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just hold the phone,
I can
buddy. Just
hear
hold
these
it.
dudes.
Don't
I can't
try
hear
to
them in the
prompt.
headphones.
Yeah, because you're not. You have to hook it up to the Bluetooth.
We finna hear a real argument in their car.
By the way, Titalia, where are you at? Where it's Wednesday already? I'm curious.
She's in New Zealand, remember?
Yeah, she was on.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah,
Now we
New-
lost. We don't really hear you, and we can't see Bel-Ami.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you this thing. I swear.
Oh, it's your
Yeah.
And now we lost DJ Elbow.
Hey, listen, man. How are y'all defining freedom?
You know what? I'm gonna start because I
Not with
have
all these glitches.
acceptance. I'm defining freedom as
Steve
acceptance.
Blue's AirPods.
I've hold on. Let me remove him for a moment. Acceptance. Like it's been one hell of a week, and it's only Tuesday. Earlier this week, my MacBook, or not my MacBook, my Mac Mini broke. It just didn't turn on after I updated it, and they said that was just a coincidence. But so I've been without my computer, and at first I was kind of upset, but I accepted it, and it's been like a nice little, not necessarily vacation. Just call her TT. Will do. But it's just been cool. I've had to go back to editing on my phone. I've accepted that. And I've accepted all the glitches, and Lever's giving a thumbs up. So, you can't give a you can't give a thumbs up and then all of a sudden start changing the phone.
No, I gave a thumbs up. Like I think I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
And I think you're wrong.
I'm on. I can hear you.
Okay. And then he starts to break.
Y'all hear me?
This is perfect.
Yeah,
Hey.
we can hit.
We can hear something.
You know what? I gotta fix it. Maybe this will be better. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but just hold the phone.
Bro.
Just hold the phone, man.
You are
All right,
awful.
I'll hold the phone.
Gosh, just
If
hold
I
it.
put my sunglasses on, would that be better?
Yes.
No reason
Fixed everything.
to be this bad in under 50.
Hey, dog. I'm in the middle of nowhere in Cali. You know what I'm saying? In between Oakland and Cali. So I'm in LA. So
Oh, you guys are driving my car back. Thank y'all.
your car is already back. We driving the other car back.
No, that's the one I want. That's the SUV, right?
No, we chose like some dumbasses. I was like, oh hell no. Well, the SUV doesn't have a sunroof. So I was like, nah. We gotta have a sunroof to drive. And then
That's some very California shit.
Oh, that's the first world. All of these are real problems. Man, I'm up without my second.
Nah. They ain't had no sunroof. I was like, nah, we can't drive without no sunroof.
Nah, my man said,
exactly.
oh man, I'm without my
TT.
for 5 days. I got to keep my backup. And then the next nigga comes on and says, I can't drive without no sunroof.
Or sunglasses.
Hey man, this is what MLK fought for. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. A few crumbs, man. I ain't got much, but I got this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ride this bad boy out.
Yeah, bro, we trying to ride your sound out.
It's like, dude.
Yeah, man.
Well, this has been fun.
This is not gonna work. Can we get on with the show?
Yeah. All right. So acceptance for me. I'm accepting all of this right now. I'm accepting it. This is what it is.
I forgot what we was even talking about.
Defining freedom. How are you defining freedom this week?
Man, I'm defining freedom by approaching the things that are mundane with the spirit of excitement until they no longer feel that way.
Okay.
It might take a long ass time. But no, seriously, man, like this mace thing has taught me I have to practice a move and I have to practice it over and over and over and over and over. Fuck this camera. Over and over and over. And so that I don't bash myself in the head with the mace. And like I've noticed that when I do that and then I go into a flow, it, like my body just responds the way it should. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to think about, I can truly be free.
Nice.
And, so yeah, I'm trying to apply that in other areas.
Explain, please. Mace for descants.
Oh, a mace. It's a tool. Matter of fact, I have one right here. Hope I don't knock everything
Hey man, I wish y'all had Bel-Ami's video loaded up because that shit was fucking fire.
You talking about the Moonlight?
Yes.
This is
that shit was fire. Donnie will fuck with that shit. D-Scancel like that shit.
Okay, the producer Donnie. Okay. Yo, this is a 7-pound. I do all my flows with my 10-pound. But I actually my morning routine that I've started, and since I started it, it makes like everything easier. But my morning routine, I use a 15-pound. And so like I practice, moving that around. By the time I get to the 10, it just makes everything so easy. And it's crazy too. That night, actually a few nights ago, I was like, yo, I just had this vision of me doing, flowing in front of the moonlight. And I was like, it's a full moon. I didn't get a chance to get out there. So I got like out there the next day. It wasn't as, prominent, but it turned out exactly, I'd probably even say better than I thought it would. And I only had like 20 minutes to get it done. And I just made myself go. I was really battling back and forth with my wife. She was getting on my nerves.
I'm trying to pull it up. You can't. I'm trying to pull it up. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And so I just did it, man. And I had Moonchild playing. It's so cliche, but it just felt right, man.
Man, cliche or not, dog. That video was fire, bro.
Thank you, man.
That video was dope as hell.
And yo, that's the longest I've been able to flow.
Word?
Yeah, straight up. I did like 2 minutes.
Super dope, man.
Yeah.
Super, super dope.
So
yeah, if the computer whiz can get it pulled up, man, that shit would be so dope. Where is it though? Just in case he can't, Bel-Ami.
Where is what?
You posted it, right? It's on your It's
on my Instagram.
Okay. And it's also on his YouTube. I'm gonna try to pull up the 16-second one.
Yeah. It was
Eric Lewis in the building.
E, what's good, bro? I thought you would be at the Eric, I thought you would be at the session tonight. You about to hear that? I'm going there when we're done. I'll be there.
Meanwhile, Elbow Greasy at the bottom just
You ready, bro? Elbow Greasy.
Elbow?
Give us a thumbs up. First of all, don't put him in yet. Don't put him in yet so we see his whole face. Listen, y'all can't see what's going on back here. You can see everything that's going on back here. This dude is a certified. See, like, you know how you got your uncle? Y'all be on your family Zoom, and he'd be like this. He'd be like this. Boy, listen to me, boy. Talk to you. That's Elbow Greasy right now.
Man, this is
his frame. No lie.
He's clearly saying something.
Cool.
Was that the link that Scotty just put up?
Yeah, that's it. But I'm trying to actually
we have to put it in ours, but yeah, man. Like, listen, it's beautiful, man. I've never felt so good. It's like a meditation. Today I went out and
yeah, there you go. That's it.
Beautiful.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I love you and I've known you 20-something years. I try to have a nice balance of support and encouragement and some shit talking with that, but I can't. I mean, this shit was beautiful, dog. I can't even say nothing crazy about this video.
Wow.
Right?
That means a lot, because you can talk lots of shit.
Yeah, so can you.
Yeah, man. But also too, I think the lesson I learned that day was just do it, man. I saw a really cool shirt, and I want to steal the design. This lady had a shirt and it said, "Don't quit." And at the top, DO was big and highlighted, and at the bottom, the IT was highlighted. And I was like, that's a dope shirt. I like that.
DJ Elbow Greasy asked if you get muscles from doing it.
Yeah, I do actually. I get big muscles, big sexy muscles.
All right, there it goes. There goes my support.
Oh, Eric clowning me talking about them leggings though. See, I wore the leggings the whole time we was in Houston. Listen, I just wore leggings. He was like, "Nigga, you just gonna have on leggings?" I was like, "Yeah, what's wrong, nigga? Take them down." He was like, "You a bad bitch, ain't you?"
All right, here we go. Here we go. We got it. We got it.
There we go. There we go.
Let's rock it.
But the sand finds a way to stay.
It was the short version. That was only the 16-second one.
That's all right. We got the link in the chat. So
Yeah.
So
Donnie
we
said,
can
watch
yeah. A nice camera, Bel-Ami.
Oh, so
God
D Scans
damn.
also says, where can he learn to do this? Oh yeah. Oh,
So
clearly he.
it's Go ahead. What are you about to say?
No, I said we can hear you. We can't see you.
Oh crap, man! I'm telling you, bro.
What up, Kadre? Kadre in the building.
Oh, Kadre's here. We official now, baby.
Yeah.
Big baby,
Donnie's
hold
here.
up, big
So
baby.
I've learned everything that I've started to practice online, just watching YouTube videos. There's this
YouTube
dude,
University, man.
Are
this
you
dude
serious right
named
now,
Leevert.
Bel-Ami?
Hmm?
This is your opportunity to get your first student.
Yeah, no, listen, bro. Listen, come on. Let's do it. It's the way I go about this. Everything that I've learned online. I really got intrigued by just the whole art form when I found this dude named Leo Savage. If he's watching, shouts out to Leo. And he's amazing. Like, he's the master of this. He like is responsible for the popularity of the Still Mace flow. And so I just start following his stuff and doing stuff, and then I realized, yo, you can be certified in this. So that's something that I'm working on now. But if anybody is in the New York area, I'm looking. Hold on, can I get my camera back?
Yeah, go ahead, go solo.
Okay. Hey, baby, it's me again. If you happen to be in the New York area, I don't want to do. Listen, anyone who's in the New York area, and any boroughs, it's all good. You just got to meet me in Brooklyn. Sometimes I go to Central Park, but a lot of times I like to do it at the beach. I will be doing it every moonlight or every full moon. So I think the next full moon is August 20th, 22nd, I believe, or something like that. 22nd, 23rd. I'll be out at the beach again for the full moon. We can do some mace flows in the beach. If you want to meet me in the park, slide in my DMs, let me know. And I'll start teaching. I will start teaching. You just get you a mace and we're good to go. Actually, I have an extra mace. So the first couple people, look, we straight. Anyway, that's that. So I'm gonna be doing that. Where'd Derek go? He left. That's why he wanted me to go solo, so he could walk off. Anyway. Oh,
There you go. There you go. He back and you left.
My camera be tripping. But yeah, so I'm gonna be teaching what I know. I don't know much. But I know I can teach you what I know.
That was good. I had to run. I heard my son screaming. I was like, oh shoot.
Robbie, how are you defining freedom, brother?
Oh, we still on that?
Yeah.
You know, I fell a little bit off of my wagon, my wellness wagon. But I'm taking comfort in the fact that I know I can just pick it back up and hit the reset button tomorrow. And today, I was a little bit on my shit today, but and then I missed last week, and I always get filled, man, when I come in here and talk to you guys. And I missed last week. I was a little under the weather, but you know, I'm just defining freedom in that. You know, I was on this journey and I kind of fell off a little bit, and you know, good thing about waking up in the morning, you can always hit that reset button. So
That's right.
so yeah, man.
Well, that's what's up. So it's so interesting, man, because you say you always get filled when you come in here, bro. We are definitely filled by your presence, and you were definitely present last week. You had us dying in here laughing.
Yes,
Yo, man, I felt bad about missing it, and I was like, well, maybe I can just hop on for pick a side, and then I was like, but I still wanted to be there, at least electronically. So I was on my troll shit last
It
week.
was
Yeah,
hilarious.
you was doing a really great job of trolling.
Speaking of, we might have to troll this dude in a second. We're gonna try to bring him back.
Go ahead, bring him on because I want to William
Oh
Stevens,
man,
his
this
little-
is so
his-
funny,
his
dude.
little
He's been
paper stick.
Listen, Elbow Grease, this is gonna have to happen, bro. Whenever you're not speaking, you're just gonna have to mute yourself because it's gonna be crazy loud in there.
goofy ass.
All right, here we go.
All right, how you define freedom?
Leevert, that's for you.
How are you defining
What
freedom?
up? Man, listen. I mean, shit, dog. And, today is our anniversary, man.
Oh,
wow.
shoot. Happy anniversary. Mazel tov.
Yeah, man. It's that Tony shit today, man. For me and my wife, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, dog?
Yes, we can hear you.
You done missed the whole show.
Oh, so I'm saying it's our anniversary today, so just
Yeah,
kind of
you said it 4
reflecting on.
times.
Derek, don't interrupt him, bro. Let him talk it.
You hear me?
What's happening? Is nobody talking? What's going on?
Yeah.
I don't think. Okay.
Just talk, leave it.
I am.
Just talk.
Hey man, y'all can't pull over at a Starbucks for like 20 minutes. They got Wi-Fi, my nigga.
Talking. Can you hear me?
This dude over here sounding like Stephen Hawking. No star seer. Exit. No gas. We need gas.
Can you hear me now? Is this better? I took my shades off.
We can.
It's not working.
I love how you think the shades are attached to his input somehow. Well, can you hear me? I took my shades off. That should make the sound clearer, nigga.
Lever, we never stopped hearing you. We've been hearing you.
No. Take the hat. The hat help. No. Keep the hat and the glasses off. That help.
Oh man.
Yo, I hate you. I want to know. So I have some questions. You know what I mean? I want to know, one, does Bel-Ami build muscle from the mace? And I want to know about Rickey when he said about the wellness. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you putting hella pressure on yourself? You know what I mean? Because you're already well. Every time I've seen you been well. So are you aware of like the impact you have on other people? Or are you worried about the impact you have on yourself? You know what I'm saying? Should have been thinking about. And for me, man, like, damn, dog, it's July 27th when we got married. And
Yeah, your anniversary.
I hope you remember that date.
2007, reflecting on that, and hey, man, it's been a real one. 2 years of virtually COVID. You know what I mean? We had 6 months of being in Cali, and then it just became COVID for the past. Oh, my brother got vaccinated. How crazy is that?
Yay! Good shit.
Congratulations.
Well, he got the first shot, you know.
He's
Hey,
on his way.
Yeah.
halfway
So
there.
I'm kind of all, huh? Halfway there, yeah. So I'm kind of
Tell
all over
him,
the place. As
tell
you
him
can
if you
see.
don't get the second shot, his nuts fall off. I had to get him in there.
Hey man, let this nigga
He
do his
probably already
thing. You
thinks
know
that.
he don't hear us till like 17 seconds after we say something. So let him talk.
My bad, bro.
I'm done. I'm done. I hope y'all heard what I said.
We did. You actually raised some very good questions. So let's start with Bel-Ami. He had answered it before, but clearly you didn't hear him.
Yeah, so it builds muscle, man. I think the the first mace I got was a 10-pound, and they suggest
7-pound order.
they oh dope. But they suggest that you start with a 10-pound for most people. And so
Don't forget to use the code FreeAgents, by the way. Use the code FreeAgents to get a discount. No, I'm just playing.
I'm like, you know, something I don't. But I started with the 10-pound. I realized it was heavier than I couldn't do all the moves that I wanted to do, and that's a whole nother story. I realized I was trying to move too fast, and the whole thing about this is patience. It reminds you quickly, if you are impatient, that it is lost in that moment. That weight don't go nowhere. That weight and gravity will work up against your head. So I ordered the 7, and I realized after working with that, it was just way too light, and it just didn't give me the space to do a lot of the moves I wanted. And so I ordered a 15. And once I was able to like master some simple moves, I started using the 15 as my daily warm up. And when I go from the 15 to the 10, it's just really easy. It's super easy. And so like I do build muscle. I feel like you're gonna build muscle regardless, just doing weighted exercises. But I get the most, for me as a former athlete, you know, like I get the most benefit, I think, out of the 15 as far as muscle building goes. So it's a long answer to your question. Yes. Robbie.
All
Yeah,
right.
Robbie. Robbie, you up?
Yeah, Bobby.
First of all, this nigga said Ricky. So Ricky not here. So is this a question for Ricky offline or did you mean Robbie?
He meant you.
I kept saying Bobby. I don't know why the fuck I said Bobby.
That's his
I
daddy.
kind of like a Bobby.
Well,
Oh,
his
your
daddy's
daddy's
name is
name Bobby?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
His
Bobby
daddy
or
is
Robbie?
Bobby Tolan. Don't you know who
I
Bobby
mean,
Tolan
nobody
is?
knows who the
Do
fuck
this-
that is,
are-
man.
are we
Nobody.
gonna do
Come
this
on,
all
man.
over
Like my dad played in the 60s and 70s, dog. Like nobody. You don't know. Like you didn't grow up like, oh, his dad Ricky Henderson. Like
Yo, you
no,
give me run
like
down the stats for everybody?
Hey,
no, you don't have to do that.
hey.
No,
No, but
answer
you
the
do
question,
know we're gonna be
Robbie.
doing some. Nah, but before we do that, like real talk, like you know, we've all talked about our fathers and stuff, and at some point, it would be dope to have your dad on. You know what I'm saying? For him to talk, I'm dying to pick his brain about. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, he's
Baseball
a
and
little,
shit. Because we were
he's a
talking about
little.
baseball last time.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll see if I can work that out. He's one of these. He's one of these motherfuckers though. Like, so maybe I just have to have him come over one day and sit here and be like, no, you stay right there. They can see you. But what was the question again?
Are you putting too much pressure on yourself?
No, he was saying, are you worried about what other people receive? I don't know what the question is. It's
No,
good.
it was, are you putting too much pressure on yourself? Because every time he sees you, you seem to be doing okay. Like you seem to you're doing well. So do you feel as though you might be putting too much pressure on yourself, or are you not seeing? Maybe you're not seeing everything.
I mean, I think I always put pressure on myself, and I think as far as like, if every time you see me I'm okay, I think that's just the nature of me being in the spotlight for 10, 12 13, 14 years. I don't know what it's been right now. But, where I've been, under a microscope and had to look the part and be stoic and not slip up and have, put the face on. And so every time you see me, yeah, I'm if I'm out or if I'm, on the podcast, it may not necessarily be me putting a face on, but I will put a face on to appear in front of other people. You know what I mean? And I think, but this has created a space to where, if I'm not okay, I can say that I'm not okay, and I can feel safe about saying that I'm not okay. But I think I always put some type of pressure on myself because I know what I'm capable of. You know what I mean? I know if I put the work in, I can do all this great shit. And the fact that I haven't put the work in, or slipped up on the work, I feel, not great about it, but I feel cool that I can be in this space and admit it. And then hit the reset button, and you guys are there to be encouraging and uplifting and all that great shit. So, I don't think I'm putting too much pressure on myself. I just think I'm doing what I said I was gonna do. You know what I mean? Like slipping up on doing what I said I was gonna do. Like I'm gonna read 30 minutes every day. Like, is that too much pressure? Like, no, it's just something that I said I wanted to do, and so I need to do it. So, yeah.
So perhaps you might need an accountability partner.
I for sure need an accountability partner. For sure.
Okay.
For sure. For sure. And it used to be.
Leevert says he volunteers.
Huh?
Leevert said he volunteers.
You volunteer? Yeah, it used to be like with fitness, right? So I wanted to get back to my playing weight. That's probably a little unrealistic, but I can get pretty close, I think. And it used to be like with the Apple Watch, like whenever I meet or learn, one of my homies has an Apple Watch that works out, I'm like, yo, let's start a challenge. And for me, like, if I'm competing for something, like, with baseball, I was training for the upcoming season, or I was in the weight room so that I would, be better on the field. There was a method, there was an end game to all of this hard work. And now it's like, I just lost a little bit of that motivation since I had to retire of, I'm just working out just to work. Like, I'm not going to play no games or nothing. Like, you know what I mean? And so for me, the competition piece about it was the thing that got me going. Like, oh, Bel-Ami just did a workout. I bet I'm about to go for a run. You know what I mean? Like that piece. So, but yeah, so I think, accountability can be a multitude of things, but yeah, I for sure need one of them.
So it sounds to me also like you lost your why.
Yeah, I don't know if I lost it, but I allowed other things to get in front of the why. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm working on my mental health, the why might be because I want to be a better person, right? But if I stay up all night DJing and I sleep all day, and then when I wake up, it's time to do the podcast, there's no time for the mental health piece of it. You know what I mean? Just for example. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I put other stuff in front of the why without saying, okay, this needs to be a priority, like every day. Yeah. So if I DJ all night, cool, you can DJ all night, but your ass gonna get up and have that time to put the work in the morning. And so
I'll say this, because I think
I know you're not about to sign up to be nobody's accountability partner. You won't even answer the phone.
No. But this is what I will say. I will say that, bro, like, you are accomplishing that. And I know maybe you just said you want to be a better person. Like, maybe you just were throwing that out there for example. But, bro, like, you offer a service to people that is, like, irreplaceable. You think about how important music is. bro, like just the fact that somebody can be like, man, they can wake up or they can come home from work and feel like listening to you and you got a set going. They can fall asleep in the middle of the night, wake up, your set is still going. They can get up in the morning to go to work and your set is still going like that. I don't think you recognize, or maybe you do. And I think people have shown you with their contributions, definitely, like you are a great person. Like you're essential. You're an essential worker.
Yeah, I mean, I will.
Yeah, I don't think.
I
and,
can.
and I wait.
Go ahead, Leevert. Whenever you start,
Can I just jump in real quick? Because
Absolutely.
nah, real talk. I didn't tell you this, but I had a friend that was going through a crisis in the middle of the night and was at their house and was playing their music in the background as they were going through their crisis. And I didn't tell you that, you know what I mean? But your music helped them like realize everything's gonna be okay. You know what I mean? So like cause like you'll DJ, you'll throw on some Prince, next thing you know, you do a gospel set. And it's like, oh shit. And like people don't realize, I mean, people are sick, right? And they don't know they're sick. And they don't realize that they're sick until they hear something connecting to them. So the music you play is also hella spiritual and you're connecting to them. And as DJs, you're serving others. But you realize, the service that you're doing for other people until you know what I mean? So I just wanted to throw that out there in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 weeks ago.
Did y'all hear me?
Yes, we heard you.
I got cut off, huh? You gotta hear a damn thing I said.
We
dude.
heard everything.
We heard everything.
We heard everything you said. We'll give him a moment.
Yo, this nigga went through 5 emotions real quick.
What I was gonna say is like a couple of it's so delayed, it's so crazy. A couple of weeks ago, when you did that 12-hour set as soon as you got off the podcast and did and then I went to bed, woke up, went for a run, and you were DJing. Like that was inspiring. Like even the way, I don't know, it's like the way you close out, like this, like you have a connection to this music, and the way that like you, even when you're like, yeah, I'm gonna close out the set, but I'm not gonna close it out yet. There's this one song I want to play first, and you're like, I was like, no, I gotta play this other song next. I'm just like, and I'm like the whole entire time I was like, man, just keep playing so I can run. Just play long enough so I can go through this run. And but yeah, like it's just like I was hyped and you were hyped. I was like, honestly, I was quite impressed that you had that much energy, because I know the last time I had seen you was at 11 or like I guess like 12 o'clock is when we sort of shut it down, and you went and DJ'd. And I was like, yo, he's still up DJing at 6 in the morning.
Yeah. And I also think I would even venture to say, and maybe I don't know if you recognize it, but I think you feel yourself in your sets. Like I think you play to yourself as well. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
And I think that's important to recognize. Like you're actually in the midst of your work as you do this, and you serve other people. And so I would venture to say like maybe just broaden the scope of what you define as like healing. You know what I mean? And finding and taking into account your mental health. Because I think just imagine if you just couldn't DJ. You'd be like, fuck, nigga. Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And you would be unhealthy.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to add too is just like, yo, man, if you need, whether it's you need to talk to someone or you need a professional, like get that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't say that enough in our community, and so it's like, yo, I mean, it's not taboo. I know that Bel-Ami says the therapist is called the rapist. But it's not taboo.
Rape your minds.
He pointed out to me that therapist, if you separate the E and the R, is
Yeah.
the rapist.
No, I got it immediately. I got it immediately. No, you know, and I mean, I love doing those sets. And B Cox was on last night, and somebody in there said something like, "Oh man, we love that you and Robbie like do this for us," and we're like, "Yo, we love this. We feed off of y'all." So, you know, if
Yeah.
you guys are in the chat, you know, talking and this is my shit, this is my song with my high school sweet, like we feel that, you know what I mean? Y'all pour into us as much as we pour into you, and that's I love that. Like that's why I'll be like, you know, all right, guys, I'm gonna shut it down. And folks, I remember one time I was
Shutting it down for an hour.
yeah, like I think maybe about 50-60% of the time I'll end with some like Prince or something like that, right? And I think I played a Prince record and everybody was in there, you know, oh my God, this is my song, this is my shit. So I was like, all right, let me play another one. And I had no camera on. It was like, bro, I'm like doing this, right? Like, so I'm playing Prince.
We can't see you anymore.
Exactly. That's the point.
Oh, okay.
I played Prince, played another Prince song, played another Prince song. Next thing you know, like an hour and 20 minutes later, I still have not come back on the screen, and nobody has left the room, and I've been playing Prince the whole time.
Wow.
And so, you know, it's tough. It's tough to say goodbye, tough to say goodnight, because you know, I mean, you don't know if you're gonna be able to do this again tomorrow, man. So I just appreciate being in there and allowing them allowing me to do my thing and be in that space with them. And I just, you know.
But that is also real. That's why we're here.
Yeah, man.
That's it. You know, if you were supposed to be here and do everything by yourself, there would be no audience for you to DJ to. No music. No one will have made music. So, you know, I think you should take into account that everything in your life contributes to your mental health. And even if you're not specifically saying this is something I'm working on towards my health, like, you know, it still in effect is going to pour into that. So
yeah.
But this is a perfect segue into us starting the show at 9:53. It's all love, man, because you need that moment, bro. You know, we had one of our perhaps the GOAT Olympian gymnast, probably one of the greatest athletes ever. Take that into account. Today, like, just peace out of the Olympics for her mental health. Derek, there's a specific way you had the question posed before.
Oh yeah. So, but before we do that, I'm gonna be Bel-Ami in this part.
Okay.
Please make sure you subscribe and click that notification button, especially after tonight. All those people who are currently on Robbie Tolan and Bel-Ami's pages, that's about 11 of y'all. We won't be on there next week, guys. So we need you to come to Free Agents. So you can go to FreeAgentsPod if you're on Twitch, or you can go to the Free Agents Podcast on YouTube. And we would love to have you all. We definitely thank you for supporting us on those individual pages. But yeah, we're now trying to move everybody to our page so that you can have not one, but two people that you support on those different platforms. Or if you support more than others, then great. But no, what I was saying is, so I'm gonna put this. Okay, I don't know how to phrase this, but I was reading a couple of articles. First, yes, Simone Biles, you know, she dropped out. She got injured, right? And so for the first time, I think 6 Olympics, 6 years, like 24 years, basically, the U.S. got silver. in the team gymnastics because they couldn't do a addition. So it is actually quite impressive that they were able to still get silver missing one person. But yeah, so Simone Biles is injured, but then also Naomi Osaka got put out. Uh-oh. Leevert, are you playing music, buddy? It's not a thumbs up. You should mute.
I just muted him.
Oh, okay. Hey, Carrie,
Carrie.
stop playing that music. um, no, so Naomi Osaka got put out of the tennis third round. And then there was also this other article from the U.S. Olympic swimmer Simone. I don't know her last name though, but she's a black U.S. swimmer. She's actually the first gold medalist African American ever in the Olympics. But she was also just saying that she was feeling the pressure. So I was starting to talk to Bel-Ami about this whole idea that like a couple of different things. One, like the pressure that it is to be an athlete, but even more specifically, the pressure it is to be a black athlete. Because I think there's so much expectation placed on you. But then also, it made me start to think that, like, why are black athletes so good at what they do? And what I begin to realize is like,
Hold on. Before you do that, let's tackle the first part of this.
Okay.
Because that's going to lead to a whole nother conversation. I know this for sure.
All right.
And I'm sure Elbow Greasy is going to have some very interesting thoughts on the second part, but also probably the first part. But I would, where's Robbie at? He left.
Oh, Simone Mangual is the swimmer. Thank you, TM Smith.
I think it's so interesting, man. And Cherie, yes, it's unclear Simone's current status and whether the step away is fully mental health or physical health related as well. Here's the thing. They said she did a vault. She changed her vault in the middle of the vault. So she didn't do the skill that she was supposed to do. She changed it. And when she did, she landed awkwardly. I didn't see any of this, just full disclosure. This is just what I've heard. So I've heard she landed awkwardly. And then so she was going to step away because she was injured. And then it came out that, okay, she's stepping away because she's just not mentally there, or like she just wasn't there. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, I find it interesting that we have to have an either or answer. Like, your physical health definitely affects your mental health and vice versa. Like, everything is interrelated and connected. We talked about fascia, right? You know, these things are all connected. And so whatever reason it is she's stepping away because she's not healthy. And I think that's all that really matters. I think the reason why it's only to fulfill our ego and our need to understand or have some like explanation. You know, oh, shit, she could just dip out. Like, yo, I can't do this. Period. Like, that's her business. That's her business. I understand we are attached to it because it's a representation of our country, but really, she don't owe us anything. She owes herself everything. And I think that's what we have to start realizing. Like, you owe yourself everything. And the rest of this shit is just fluff. I think, personally, I thought the whole, goat on the leotard and all of this stuff, I didn't really like it. I just felt like it was her buying into the hype, which is cool. And maybe it's an intimidation factor, but it doesn't really digest well after her checking out. But I think that's part of it too. Like, when you got everybody telling you how great you are all the time, like, you don't have space to fail or mess up. Like, that's some insane pressures that most people will never, ever get or have to carry. And so I say, Simone, do your thing. Matter of fact, go home if you want, and look at all your trophies.
Yeah.
Stack your trophies up in front of the TV. And if you can still see people talking bad about you, then whatever, let them do it. But she doesn't owe us an explanation. It'd be nice for her to give us one, but she doesn't owe us anything.
Yeah, they actually. So I didn't read this article, but they pressed Naomi Osaka for an explanation, and so she had to explain what happened.
What happened to
because she lost to I think it was a Russian.
Okay.
She lost. DJ Albo, you have something you wanted to say?
I mean, I think it's funny, like when you have black athletes holding up greatness in front of the country, but then we go back to our home and we have to justify, like like these voting rights issues, or we're getting beat up and killed by police. Like, I think there's pressure on that front, and there's not really a microphone, or white folks don't want to hear that shit. They just want us to, just fucking sing, dance, and do fucking flips for them. You know what I mean? To represent our country. And I used to be offended when, Mike Krzyzewski,
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his name, but he was a Duke. Yeah. Once he became the U.S. men's basketball coach, he started talking to the NBA players about like sacrifice, what this means, and the NBA players would say thank you to all these veterans who are serving, as if like representing America is the same as, like, they equated it with being in the military, because these multimillionaires don't know what it's like to sacrifice. And like, for me, they do that because there's no narrative for what we go through as Black Americans in this country. Like, it's so devalued.
Oh man,
Yeah, he was on it.
I feel like he has some good stuff too.
Yeah, Cherie said, I wonder if the pressure of being a Black Olympian in a field with few Blacks is adding to her stress. Many post horrible things about the athlete.
It has to.
Also, DJ Eligible Greasy 100. So
it has to affect her. It has
Yeah.
to. Just think about how many times have you been the only Black somewhere? I'm
Yeah.
sure it's happened a lot, especially in education, right? And so now imagine if everybody in the world is watching that experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's essentially what this is. And we have no basis for comparison. Most people don't. Most people never will. And I think it's, if nothing else, with Kyrie Irving, Naomi Osaka, and Simone Biles, like, I feel like it's great that it's coming up. Like, it's great that this stuff is coming to the surface, because it needs to be talked about. And we give these concessions for everyone else to endure. And you can go to work and take a mental health days off. They're at work.
Yeah, especially I would say, especially even how they're treated, right? Like, I felt like, I know a few episodes ago we talked about like how they were treating the NBA athletes during the playoffs, and like throwing popcorn on them, spitting on them, throwing drinks on them, and it's like, yo, like this is not what I signed up for, kind of deal. And just the expectation, like almost in a sense, like, you belong to me, and so you do what I need you to do. You need to perform, basically.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if it's that this is not what I signed up for, but it's more than the normal 9-to-5er has to deal with, right? Like, you're not going to be in your cubicle typing and get knocked in the head with a battery. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got hit with batteries in New York playing in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like, I'm dead serious. Beer, hot dogs, popcorn, like the trays that the hot dogs come in, throw batteries, like, I mean, and it's like,
damn, nigga, you struck out that much?
no, that we was our team was cold. Like, you know what I mean? It was just, and then, the tensions of a tight game and shit. And so I don't know if it's this is not what I signed up for thing. There's a finite amount of bad shit that could happen to someone before they fucking bubble up.
Yeah.
And when a motherfucker like Ron Artest goes in the stands, motherfuckers want to say, oh, he's crazy. He's you know what I mean? I remember Gary Sheffield shoved a guy over the little short porch in right field in Boston, and motherfuckers are like, "Oh, this guy's unhinged." But it's like, my nigga, you are talking cash shit about me the entire game, my wife, my family, you know what I mean, getting shit thrown at me. It's just, it's something that I'm glad we're talking about now, because I mean, the pressures of being an athlete, it's not just a shut up and dribble thing. It's like, yo, I'm still trying to provide for my family, and I can't even go to work without getting, popcorn thrown at me or spit at, or, so.
Which you bring up a really good point, because if you think about it, if anyone else was to go to their job and while they're at their job, someone's spitting it.
My nigga, you are spitting at me? Like, fix this report, nigga.
No, TM Smith, did you play? I'll put it up. So this was really big too. They weren't allowing her to be great, taking points away for doing tricks no one else can do. So like they like capped how good she could be, essentially. And so there was things that they wouldn't allow her to do or penalize her for. And
that's trash, man. If nobody can do the trick, just be fucking better. Like, be better.
Thank you. She's trying to raise the bar for everybody. And I think when you think about what she's actually enduring during this time and in front of everybody, like, we're going to do some
raise the bar.
Did you see unprecedented shit to you in front of everybody? Fine, normal.
Did you see the Patrick Ewing quote the other day? I guess it was after like Team USA got beat in basketball, and Patrick Ewing was like, the crazy thing about the Dream Team was, I'm paraphrasing obviously, but he was like, we were all like super cold and we set the bar really high for the rest of the world, but at this point the rest of the world like caught up. He said something to that effect. And yeah, like she's raising the bar. Just be fucking better. Don't penalize her for being the GOAT.
Yeah.
Go
ahead, introduce that second part.
All right. Shree brought up a good point.
Hold on, can I say? Oh shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I feel white athletes have the same disdain and hate as black athletes? Like from fans?
Yeah.
It means having to deal with it.
I mean,
you think they have to endure the same things as black athletes?
I mean, a little bit, but the short answer is no. Like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, if you play for an opposing team, you're gonna get some folks that talk shit to you. But as far as like banana peels getting thrown at fucking Hank Aaron, you know what I mean? It's no. The short answer is no. Well, there's so much more that black athletes have to deal with. No, I'm trying to think of an example that equates to like a Laura Ingraham telling LeBron James to shut up and dribble for a white athlete. Like, I'm trying to think of an example that equates to it, but I can't. Like,
it won't happen.
You know what I mean? But if a white athlete speaks out against something, like, he doesn't get that type of like shut up and dribble. Like, LeBron James is the best basketball player alive, and Laura Ingraham is not the best at anything.
That's currently playing. The best basketball player alive is currently playing.
I mean, I'm not. This is not. This is not. This was not to spark that debate, but yes.
So Robbie, so just on the back of your point is that they're not going to have to endure it, and they never will, because just think, if you live in your whole life with this tension that you have, that we all have to deal with every day, right? Mm-hmm. That's how we enter into the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And these people are coming in just cool. This is their world. So like, okay, now take all the added pressures that come as an athlete. If you're playing in a city that is, away from home, and all of these extra stresses for you to perform, you got to still perform.
Yep.
Right. still not blow your top. Like, don't lose your shit. And then you leave and you're still dealing with that same tension that was already there. So they'll never experience it the same way.
Yeah.
But this leads to Derek's
And
second
there's
part,
also,
which I really want to hear.
yeah, but I
Y'all's
was saying, yeah, but there's also the second part. Or before I get to the second part, there's also this part of, so not only do you have to endure all of that, but then you also are expected to represent and or speak for your community, even if you don't want to. And if you don't, then you might be seen as, you might get shunned by your own community.
So it's funny you
Yeah.
say
There's
that
also that part
because
too.
I'm trying to. All I can think about is Jackie Robinson, right? And so like the Jackie Robinson that played for the fucking Dodgers, but when they would play at Yankee Stadium, you know, the Yankees were the second to last team to integrate, to have their team integrated. So he always would hear the word nigger at Yankee Stadium, right? So 1, 2, Jackie was expected to leave the black, baseball league and then be in an integrated league, and he was not he couldn't react, right? So like he couldn't do what Gary Sheffield did or anyone else did, and he was supposed to represent, Brooklyn and that sliver of America. So like it's not us. It's the U.S. It's the Olympic Committee just making decisions that Simone Biles is somehow, not doing dope shit. It's, white America not acknowledging that, maybe we should not just have NFL players wearing pink for fucking American Cancer Society. Maybe we should wear, red, black, and green for celebrating Black History Month, or acknowledge, what black people are going through. So how the fuck Colin Kaepernick can't represent people who are being beat up by the police, and we weren't able to have a conversation, but instead all those folks at ESPN had to lose their job, Colin Kaepernick had to lose their job. We had to have racial fucking reckoning in order for our country to realize, like, it's up for black people. You know what I mean? So like it's hella, I get really frustrated when it comes to Olympics, when it comes to athletes not being able to speak authentically, and still as if this is the 1950s and we all got to be Jackie fucking Robinson. Like, fuck that shit, man.
You know,
I'm not
it's
with
funny
that
because
bullshit at all.
it's funny because I'm in a, I mean, I rarely hop in there anymore. I mean, I will from time to time, but I'm in a clubhouse group with sons and daughters of former Major League Baseball players. You're talking about, Willie Stargell's kids. You're talking about, Dave Parker's kids. You're talking about all these like goats that I grew up watching, and myself, and I'm in there, and we'll have like a topic of discussion for that week, and then we'll open it up to, I don't know if y'all have been a part of Clubhouse, but like I'm not a fan, but they'll have their panel, and then they'll allow the fans or the whatever to come and on stage and ask questions and shit. And so one of the questions they were talking about, like pimping home runs, and I won't get into that, but one of the guys who's like a journalist who grew up like loving baseball, but he's not a son or daughter, a son of a major leaguer, but he was like, what do you have to say about like guys like Tatis and guys like this and guys like that who like kind of are flashy and flaunt and da 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 da, and you guys' dads didn't do that, and we were like, my nigga, they couldn't even stay in the same fucking hotel as their teammates. You know what I mean? They would go to a restaurant and they would not let them niggas in. They would have to go, literally not let them niggers in. They would have to go around the back to the kitchen, get food from the kitchen if they wanted to eat. So, it's just it's one of those things that we were conditioned to dealing with. Like, everybody has some form of this talk with their sons that's black in this country. And that's when you get pulled over by police, here's what you have to do in order to bring your ass home.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things that we're conditioned to. Okay, just when I'm trying to think of other examples, but we're always, as soon as we walk into a store, it's like, okay, we're watching that guy, so you can't do nothing fucking crazy. Meanwhile, white people, hey, fucking asshole, what's your fucking badge number and shit, all this, you know what I mean? But we can't fucking do that. And so now when you put us on the big stage, and we not only have to live in this good old boy society, play this good old boy game, which is baseball, was super fucking conservative. We have to perform, and we have to deal with the bullshit that we've always had to deal with, but now it's on a bigger scale because we're playing against your favorite team, or I'm good at what I do, or I can dribble a basketball or run through the fucking, run a route or hit a baseball far. Like, now I get popcorn thrown at me when I'm at work. Now I get fucking, nigger spray painted on my car. Now I get, what I'm saying? Now I get death threats in my locker. Like, the white people will never have to go through this shit ever. Not ever. Not even if you're the fucking most. I don't even know who a hated white athlete is. You know what I mean? Like Tom Brady, I guess. Like, he's love and hate thing, but like even him, like Tom Brady don't get no fucking death threats.
It's funny that you talk about this because, like, I guess it's been last week or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I don't know if anyone of y'all watch F1 racing, but Lewis Hamilton, who is the greatest F1 driver in all of history currently, got in an accident with Max Verstappen, who is basically the second best driver right now. And I mean, technically he's the first because like he's currently in the lead for the championship. And the thing is, like, it was literally it was an accident. I mean, people started blaming each other, blaming who on who, but the way they came for him, right? And like with all the racial slurs in his on his comments, on the comments of Mercedes, on the comment of F1. And so then, Red Bull, who's that's who Max Verstappen races for, and then also like Mercedes and F1 all put out statements saying that like we don't condone racism, blah blah blah. And so everybody was just like in the comments, they're like, we didn't see any racist comments. How can you say this is racist? Everybody just didn't agree with what he did. And that's true. But the thing is, though, I think what people fail to realize is that like you can control your comments. And so like you can weed out the comments if you don't want them to show up. And so although you might not have seen them, people could have been posting them, and they were just removing them. And so yeah. I mean, but that's the thing, is like I feel like that's the first thing people go to, like, to hurt a person of color. Is like, you know what? First thing I'm gonna attack is your race, because I know like that might be a weak spot for you. And I think that like what we as people of color should do is just like that's not my weakness. Like that's where I draw my strength, which is a good segue.
That's easier said than done.
It is.
You've been conditioned since a kid to acknowledge the fact that there are differences. You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm gonna leave it at. I want to get to that second part.
So the second part of this is, so to begin to ask, I begin to ask myself the question is like, man, why are black athletes so good? Right? Like, why are we so good?
You said Black American.
Black American, right? Black American. Actually, Black Western athletes, because it's not just American, it's also Caribbean. Anybody, you'll understand my point. And so then I was like, is it because we were bred to be almost superhuman? Actually, we were bred to be superhuman during the times of slavery because we had to endure and do so much. And so because of that, we're now capable of being these like amazing athletes. And so like I had posed that question to Amir, and it's not necessarily like, this is me free thinking, right? So
I don't want people to come for me like, how dare you say this? It's just like I'm trying to understand like why is it that we're so great and that we are able to endure. So
So one thing I do want to say before we start speaking on this is to change, and I know you didn't do it with any malicious intent, but are we bred to be superhuman? I think we're bred to be athletes. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's part of it. The problem with how white America views us, superhuman being not human. You're superhuman, which is not the same as us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Therefore, I need to shoot you right now because that's the only way I can stop you. You know what I mean? And so, like, I definitely want to acknowledge that before we go further with the conversation. But I also want to say, yes, we were bred to to endure physical like things that, and if they wanted to do it, they would have got their ass outside. No, but it's hot, nigga, and tired, and you need lots of endurance, and you need skin that will allow you to stay out there longer and just endure the elements. And most sports are played outside. So I just think about, yeah, we're really good at sports. Black Americans are, specifically. But I think also like, yeah, bruh, like we're just, yes, that's what I'm trying to say. This is a long way to say yes, we've been bred.
I like Brownie. Brownie says, no, I think God gave us that because of what we've had to endure as a people. God gave us that, not the slave master, in my opinion.
See, Brownie, I would disagree. I think here's my thing. I think we all have the capacity. Everybody on earth has the capacity. Now, after generations and generations and generations of dealing with one type of thing, there's evolution. So you evolve to be better at it. Ain't no black Eskimos. Like, just that's not an evolutionary trait that would serve us in that type of environment. And so, like, I don't even see it as the slave master giving us anything. I think it's just a byproduct of the
I think what she was saying, God gave it to us and not them.
Right. So
I think that's how I read that. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Her second statement sort of clarifies. She says, therefore, whites take the credit for our greatness. They're still taking ownership of a people they enslaved. I disagree with we were bred that way. God gave us this period.
Dig it. I hear you. I think
there's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of both. And I think I know I can only speak for myself, but I know I was told at a very young age. I mean, it was in my DNA, of course, because my dad was who he was, but I was light years ahead of everyone else when I was a kid playing baseball. I mean, eons ahead. And I was always taught that I have to be twice as good with half the headache of, you know what I mean? Because, if it's white, it's right. So they can get away with, getting, dude, I remember when we were in Bel Air, Amir, it was, I think you might have been gone by then, but, or maybe not. I'm sure they did it all the time, but there was this one big party that I heard of where, of course, we were all in fucking high school, and there was this big party where it was nothing but the whites, and they had all the liquor and all the beer, and the police shut it down, and half of them niggas played baseball. And whereas, Rocky Manuel, our head baseball coach, had a zero tolerance policy, them niggas was at practice the next day. You know what I mean? They had to run and shit, but they weren't kicked off the team like we had been brainwashed to think that they would. Like any slip ups with Bel Air, you'll get kicked off the team. I'll kick your ass off, and then you had this big party where all these white kids are drinking, underage drinking, and you know, oh, we get a slap on the wrist. Whereas if we had been in the ghetto drinking at a fucking trap house, you know what I mean? Like I'd have been kicked off the team. But I mean, I was taught as a fucking kid, man, like you gotta be twice as good without the headache. So always keep your nose clean. That's something that, you know, I was conditioned growing up with. Like I don't think my white counterparts had that conversation. Nor do I think they had that conversation with how to deal with the police. Like you have rights and you own this vehicle and this is your house and
You pay their salary.
We pay your salary. You fuck you, asshole. My mom is the head of the, you know what I mean?
Well, let me just say two things. One, now I totally agree with what you're saying here is you having to be great and at the same time like not give any headaches at all. Secondly, I will say that party was a party that the men's club threw, and I was one of the founding members of the Bel Air Men's Club. And we had that party. It was I think around Christmas time.
Yo, yeah, but there were more too. There were more. There were more. But yeah,
I do know several parties though, because we had a whole apartment. That's a whole nother conversation. It was like the stash house for the men's club. Crazy. Shouts out to Randy, wherever the hell Randy is. Randy was the man. But yeah, like things like that happened all the time, and it's about who you know, how much they like you, and how much they're willing to risk their neck so you can maintain. That's it.
I was also going to say, Robbie, you made a really good point. You said that you have to be you have to work twice as hard to be half as good.
No, that's not what he said.
No.
I mean, I think perception wise, yeah,
right, to be perceived half as good.
Sure,
right?
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I mean
that's not what I said, but yeah,
I know what you were saying. You were saying that like basically you have to do more than the average person.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what makes also this could be the little part, like the caveat, right? Is that like maybe that's why Black American athletes are as great as they are, because they knew that they had to work twice as hard, if not 4 times as hard, just to get recognized for the same thing.
So by the time we see them, they've already
yeah, they've excelled beyond excel, because not only are they working twice as hard so that they can be better than the white counterpart, but then they're probably working even 2 times harder than that to be better than the black person who's also working hard, right? So it's like now you have this person who's just like a phenom, because he or she has like really like embraced and endured and went through it all. So like, yeah, so I think there's also that part. You was about to say something, DJ Elbow?
Yeah, I mean, one can make the argument, right, that
well, it's gonna be hard to make that argument.
In the meantime, I love what Brownie just said. Brownie was like, the look that he had, like, one can make the argument. But Brownie says, my life is based on faith, but biblically, Simon of Cyrene was believed to be a black man who carried the cross for the Lord when it got too heavy. The weight of the world for a moment was on his shoulders, a black man.
He was
Jesus,
more. He was a more.
Yeah. Also, Jesus was black, so
Let's this was good.
Yeah, it's good. This is good.
I was about to see if you was gonna take him off.
My wife says, could we excel in other ways if we were exposed?
That's areas. Areas is that word.
You got to read twice as hard. Just
use some other areas if we were exposed to it in the way Black people are exposed to sports. I agree. Brownie says yes and yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
I 100% believe that shit.
I think
That
we're
we
seeing
can
it now.
excel in other ways. Yeah, now we are. Absolutely. 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 Yes,
Yeah.
we could excel, but we just weren't privy to that
Exposed.
information.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
I
No,
also,
man,
I also-
absolutely.
but I also, what was I listening to? It was, I don't know if it was a TED talk or if it was just, it was something. I'll find it. Forgive me. I'll put it in our group chat. They're talking about how cultural differences and cultural norms are the reason why we tend to fall into certain spaces. So they were talking about how I want to say it's in China. China's huge, but they was talking about how the culture there, they're one of the largest rice producing countries, right? And you wonder why Asians are so good at math. It's because their culture just has, like, generationally built into their culture is an idea of, like, uh taking the
Arithmetic.
long road, right? Not even
Oh.
arithmetic, but just like the process that it takes. So they were talking about how, so the study was showing, what makes the difference. Can you predict who's going to pass a certain test? And they use math tests, but you could really predict based on, like, how long the test is going to take, right? And where some cultures, they're not, they don't have a concept of, like, working through and taking time and to get to certain things, right? And I'm really messing this up. I'm messing up the whole point. But basically, the long and short of it is, like, I think we've gone so long without culture,
Mhm.
or without our own, that I think part of that, like, we're missing some parts of our identity. And I think, just as Black Americans are bred to be athletes, I think in certain cultures, because of the things that are in place and that are, like, the foundation of the culture that the culture is built on, that just sets you up to do better in certain areas. And so, like, things that are going to take more time. And they were specifically talking about this math test. I'll find the link, y'all. I'll put it in here. I sound ignorant as hell.
No, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
All right. I
Aaron
think we're
said,
about to transition.
"What's up, brother?" He said it's the
Oh,
melanin.
what's going on, Aaron? Yeah, man. Glad you can join. Yo, yeah. Shout out to Giannis, by the way.
It's Giannis, bro, not Giannis.
Giannis.
Giannis is a bad.
Shout out to Giannis. Congrats.
Elbow Greasy, you ready to come back in?
He's already in.
Yeah.
I was pulling for Chris Paul, man,
Yeah.
but I'm happy for Giannis, man.
Yeah, me too. How can you not?
Also for not being on the super team and showing that you can do it the hard way. I love that quote he said.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know about that. But look, I was gonna hit up Robbie in the sense of, like, I think I remember when, like, what was my motivation, what was my why? It was like, because, like, I'm cooking the nigga that comes to the court with Jordans on. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking the nigga that I know, you know what I'm saying, his parents are not divorced. I'm cooking the motherfucker who's got nice gear that I don't have, the name brand joints, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's interesting to me when someone, like I was saying, who could be considered growing up with the proverbial silver spoon in their mouth, but at the same time has to still, like, bring it, because people are going to expect you to just be soft or just have everything given to you. So, like, how did you, like, say, nah, fuck that, I'm going to be, like, years ahead of these cats? Like, you have to, at some point, you have to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it sounds to me like you were raised in a way of, like, nah, nigga, don't think just because I'm Bobby that you Bobby. You know what I mean? Like, you had to, you know what I mean? Like, real talk, like, you had to put in some work in order to, you know what I mean, be great. You know what I mean? And I feel like there are people who look like you and I who rock the Jordans, that rock the gear, but they just don't have any fucking heart. You know what I mean? Like, how did you just say, like, you know what, I'm not gonna rest on my dad's laurels. You know what I mean? I'm gonna plant my own seed. You know what I mean? Like, what got you into doing that shit?
I mean, I think I because I went to school with so many whites that I know that there's power behind your name or who you know. So I think in that regard, I was okay with being my dad's son. However, I didn't want that to just be it. You know what I mean? And I think for me, and there's always those like what ifs, but I just I loved baseball and I was a student of it, but I didn't really go to my dad for coaching or teaching until I was like in high school. And it was like pretty late in high school. It might have been my sophomore, junior year. But I was just cold, and I knew I was cold. And then when I started playing people that were a little bit better than what I was used to, I was like, oh, these guys are getting good. You know what I mean? And that's when I went to dad and was like, hey, can you help me? And then so like my dad never ever pressured me into going into baseball ever, like ever, not even a little bit. I mean, my first sport was soccer. You know what I mean? Like I played soccer, I played football, I played basketball. Was terrible at basketball, but I played everything. But I like to be out there. I like to be athletic. I mean, I was athletic. I just like to play shit and be a part of like team sports and whatever. But my dad never pushed that shit on me because he knows. And I had on my podcast, I did an interview with Tony Gwynn Jr. and you know Tony, I'm fucking Tony Gwynn. You know what I mean? Like he's arguably the greatest hitter of all time. You know, maybe him and Ted Williams, and that's it. End of list, right? But and he and I both agreed, like, yo, you gotta like love this shit. You gotta love this shit because if you don't, if what's keeping you in baseball is the love of it by your parents or your grandparents or from whatever, you will inevitably burn out because there's so much failure in baseball. So much failure. You know, the grind is not a pretty one. It's humbling as fuck. And if you don't love this shit, you will burn the fuck out. I mean, the greatest of the greatest are successful 3 out of 10 times at the plate. That's 30%. Where can you go in America and get a job where you're 30% efficient and you know have a long career? You know what I mean? 30% will make you millions of dollars and allow you to play for 15, 20 years in baseball.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man. So I just I don't know. I just think I had a really peculiar understanding of the world I wanted to get into at a very young age. And I knew because I had grown up around Tony Gwynn, around King Griffey Jr., around Barry Bonds, around, you know, these people, that I had to keep an even keel. So when these guys were wilding out, throwing bats and shit after they struck out, I was just like, rats, 0 for 4. We'll get them tomorrow. You know what I mean? I just, you know, and I had to grow into that. I had a little bit of a temper when I was younger, though. But I mean, I matured well before my Caucasian contemporaries in that regard. So I don't know, man. It's crazy because we're all like a sum of our experiences and life lessons and you know roots and all that shit. And I'm just even though I'm not all the way there mentally and emotionally where I want to be, I'm super grateful for my upbringing, man, because it got me a lot further than I think I would have gotten had it not been for those like really, really, really unique experiences. So yeah, man.
Yo.
Nice.
Well, listen, that was great conversation. If at all you found any value in that conversation, please make sure you follow, like, subscribe on your respective platforms that you're watching this. If you're watching this on my personal channel or Robbie Tolan's personal channel on Twitch, make sure you switch over to the Free Agents podcast channels starting next week, because that's what it is. We're not going live on these channels anymore.
That's what it is.
Listen, we appreciate everybody who's been in here. We appreciate that y'all got the chat popping. You know, a lot of the QKB people are in here, so they understand what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? They understand what it is. Here's the thing that differentiates our podcast from every other podcast that you'll see in the world, in the whole world. And if you see one podcast that's not on the world that's like this, then you should stay there. I don't know how the fuck you got there in the first place, because it's the only world that I know. So I'm gonna post this link right here in the chat. And this link you can use to pop backstage in the VIP section.
Pull up on me.
Pull up on us all. We know some people who are going to, definitely, for sure. So listen, you can voice your opinion, say what you got to say it to our face. We ask two things actually. One, that you show your face. You gotta own your opinions. And then two, don't fucking get us banned. You know what I'm saying? Don't log on and then shoot your cat. That's just weird and cat killers. Nah, just come on. I don't know why.
Shoot your cat.
Don't play with it. Don't play with the cat either.
Oh my God! What the fuck is happening?
Off camera, we won't deny that. I can welcome that. That's just a weird thing that I got. Anyway. That was a last week conversation. That was for the booty talk. They could have come on here and played with their cat.
Yeah, booty talk.
You don't want that to happen tonight.
All right.
I'm just speaking freely, man.
Speaking of speaking freely, I think it's time.
Shut up, man. It's time for Man Shut Up, man.
Oh, man.
Time for booty talk.
Yo, so.
Bel-Ami, don't you have to go?
No,
got 30 minutes.
He got 30 minutes. We're going to get through all of this in 30 minutes. All right. So,
okay.
We do have Man Shut Up Man this week. And I don't know if you all have been following this story, but.
Don't we have a banner for Man Shut Up Man?
Not yet.
Oh. Okay.
But we will have one.
Man, shut up, man.
Man, shut up.
I really think the booty talk.
All right, so this week is the man who played slave to his fiance. I don't know if you guys saw these pictures, but it was a black man who thought it was pretty clever to be able to be the slave to his white fiance. And so they took these engagement pictures. This is him cuddling up with his white savior, and this is her releasing him from his shackles right here, and he is so grateful and thankful for this. And of course, she made him a man. Right? Because he wasn't a man here. He was only a man after they got together. So, any thoughts, gents, about
a whole bunch of damn thoughts, man.
Who wanna rattle off on this goofy shit? This goddamn
I want to hear
watermelon coonery first.
I want to hear Elbow Greasy's opinion on this.
What you gotta say, Elbow?
Let me also say one thing that did it was the captions underneath the photos. It was like a story. It was like,
yes,
he was just a slave, and then we fell in love and he took care of me, and it's almost like he became part of the family. And then we fell in love, and then I made him, Yeah, and it
part
was
of the family.
yeah. Yo, he should abort fucking mission right now. And this is what I think. This dude,
Was that Daniel Cameron?
We don't know who it is.
who's Daniel Cameron? I don't know that
The fucking governor from where is he? Kentucky? The governor for the Breonna Taylor.
He was the attorney general.
The attorney general. That's it.
That might be him, or it's one of his family members. Clearly,
Man, that makes sense because
don't have any family, bro. He does not have any black family members.
Right. Nobody there was like, yo, do you realize what you're doing?
But I think most people would just know better. You would just know better if you had any influence.
What was that? Do we have any other context?
No, like I've been trying to find out who this guy is, Instagram, none of that. Like I can't find it. I would just love to interview him.
I would.
I mean,
Him and his wife.
I wouldn't.
100, right?
What'd you say?
Dude, let's keep it 100, right? Like, I'm saying let's keep it 100. Like, I feel like, yo, this is what our society is moving towards, right? This whole post-racial, post-Obama, like, people don't know their history. We don't know our history. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool to be intelligent. It's not cool. Like, we're hanging on to a thread of folks who were a little bit more woke and not like bragging about being woke, but like people that are socially conscious and are about black culture. Like, there are not many of us out there. You know what I mean? Like, this is designed for us to, and there's nothing wrong with your relationship. That's what you do. I'm not hating on that. But this part of the interracial relationship where you literally don't see black people and you don't see your own history, like, that's the part where I'm not okay with. You know what I mean? And I feel like our society is pushing particularly black men towards this ideal, right? Where, and also I feel like this is also somewhat provoking. Like, I don't know how real this actually is.
Well, Erica said
You know
that
what
they
I mean?
viral,
So,
which could probably be true because
like, I'm
people
second
are
guessing
so
my own damn self. I can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just
But
so.
the shit people do to go viral, like, that's what I don't understand.
It worked.
Like, you're going viral just to go viral. You're not trying to make a point. You just want to be. Now anybody can be popular. You know what I mean? Like that's just to be popular is what's cool. Like, that shit ain't cool.
So your point is
That's
we
all I
shouldn't
wanna
probably be talking about this, and so we're about to move on.
Cool.
But man, shut up, man.
Shut up, man. Shut up, man.
All right, let's jump into some at least one round of our favorite game that we love to play here on the Free Agents, and that is Pick a Side.
Listen, pick a side is a practice in owning your shit. So, way the game goes, we're going to each present two choices. We will have to pick a side with no explanation. No explanation. Listen, too often we give ourselves or we place this, this responsibility to make sense, to make it make sense to others. The things that we think, the things that we do, decisions that we make. Pick a side is about just owning your shit. And look, if you like to put blueberries on your toes when you go to sleep, just do that. Like, that's just what you do. I don't know why you would do that. You know what I'm saying? But, if you like to put jam, in your wife's ear and lick it out, that's y'all's thing.
I don't know what the hell this dude's talking about.
It don't matter. I don't have to explain it to you, bro.
My brother is my brother made homemade jam, man. So you got me thinking, like, what?
I think we got Tari is on here. If anyone else would like to join us and pick a side, you can use that link that I posted in the chat. I'll make that link available to you one more again.
Come on, pretty Tony. Miss True.
Bam. Miss True. Hot Goddess, TM Smith, Pretty Tony. Erica.
Yo, let's go. Yeah, Erica. Let's go. Bring this. Brownie, if you're still around. I know you had class. We just lost.
We just
We
lost.
just lost our one participant.
TM Smith say, look at that jam. Damn right, look at that jam. That damn jam.
She's back. Thumbs up when you're ready. All right, I think that was a thumb. All right.
What else?
I didn't know if it was a thumb or not.
What does your shirt say? No days
No
off.
days off.
All right.
T. Smith, you don't have to be camera ready. Just be on the camera.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my thing. Everybody's talking about they not pretty tonight. Y'all know we do this show every Tuesday
And
night.
they be here every night.
You here every Tuesday night.
Robe.
Come on now.
Ricky in here.
Ricky in the building. He's listening. What up, man? We miss you. Hope you having fun at the
Unpretty.
gig.
Do we look pretty, nigga?
What up?
Put your ass on this camera.
Right. Robe only. You can do from the neck up.
Who said rub only?
Reprogram.
All right.
Let's do it. I'm gonna spin my little spinner, and it says Robbie will go first.
All right.
I'll try not to. Never mind. Never mind, because I know it's about that time and y'all niggas been drinking. So I ain't gonna say that stupid shit.
Oh, thank you for the compliment, pretty
I
Tony.
know what that sounded like. Spinning my spinner.
Hold on. Get that last comment by Hot Goddess. Hey, man.
Wait.
Robe.
Not
Okay.
This one.
TM Smith and Hot Goddess. Y'all
It's
both be
cocked open in the cleavage.
talking about her robe cocked open in the cleavage.
Okay, got you. I was like, clarify. I
Shoot,
mean,
what you doing? You making orange juice? Freezing juice. What are you doing?
I got a new contraption.
What kind of contraption? Oh, free agents after dark.
Hey, listen. High Goddess and TM Smith. As long as I ain't showing any nips.
Areola.
Be good.
Areola.
You can show the areola, you just can't show the nips.
Here's the thing. What's the difference? Okay, never mind. Okay. That's for another day. All right, Robbie.
All right.
You'll pick a side.
Here we go. Robbie.
Okay.
So
If at any time during the pick a side, you guys need an explanation, you want to hear, only you guys can initiate that from the chat. So you got to let us know if you're like, yo, I just need an explanation on that. Just let us know that. Otherwise, we're not going to explain our choices at all. Ricky, what up, bro?
what does BOB stand for, Miss True?
Big old bitties.
I couldn't think of one fast enough.
Big old booty.
Big old badonkadonk.
All right, let's go.
All right, go ahead.
I'll keep it relatively light. Would you rather owe someone money or owe them a favor? Aha.
You up first.
Favor for favor. Favor for a favor.
Thank you for the clarification, Miss True.
Oh, Cherie dipped out, huh? That's how you
Can
feel?
you hear me? I said favor.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we got you. Favor. All right, I'm gonna go with Pre-Tony says money. High Goddess says money. I'm also gonna say I would rather owe someone money because we'll leave it at that. Ricky also says owe them money.
I say money.
And I think I'm gonna say money too.
No, because
All
I
right,
think I'm gonna say money too.
Miss True says favor. So we only got two people
Oh
saying favor.
shit! A favor
hold
can
on,
be.
hold on.
Yeah, no explanation.
She's back.
High Goddess says money. You know the exact amount. People try to hold you to a favor forever. Yeah,
High Goddess, don't be trying to explain yourself.
but they
Yes, you can. I know. Sheree,
The only
money or
thing
favor?
they come on here.
What would you owe?
Say it one more
Would you
time.
would you rather owe somebody money or a favor?
Money.
All right. You all good. Hi, goddess. That was just me tripping. All right. DJ Elbow, you're up.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Would you rather have a fly ass car, but the radio doesn't work, or a busted ass car with like incredible sounds on your radio?
It's on you. Sheree.
Sheree, it's on you.
Oh, a fly car, a
I'ma
working
go-
Did
car.
you hear what I said?
Yeah.
You said a working car with no radio. Yeah,
A fly ass car with no working radio, or a
Yeah.
busted car with the best sound.
the first one.
Yeah. Pretend says fly car. I'm also gonna go with fly car.
Yeah, I'll say a car.
Say car.
That's not helpful.
A working car.
Which one?
So you'll sit in a car and you like there's no auxiliary
Fly car.
plug, none of that shit. Like,
Here's
there
the
could be no music played in this car.
I have a question. Does the busted car work? Does it?
I was gonna ask that.
Or is it just ugly?
The busted car will not break down on you. It's just
That busted car.
yeah, it just don't look right. You know them cars when they should have got a full body paint job.
Listen, bro,
and they
you don't have to
didn't.
say anything else. Give me the bust. Give me the hoopty.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the busted car also. I'm gonna take the busted car.
All right, what are you going with? DJ Elbow?
No, we were asking for clarification of the question. We weren't explaining an answer. PT.
That's right. What are you going with, DJ Elbow?
I'll take the hoopty.
All right.
Good man.
Sheree?
Okay. Stop me if I've done this one already.
Stop me if you think that you've heard this one. Oh my bad.
Upside down or right side up? Some faces.
Bel-Ami, you're echoing. I have you on mute just to give you a heads up.
Up,
I'm
down,
gonna
or
go
right up?
with. I'm gonna go with upside down, like Pretty Tony. You're up.
Right side up.
Robbie.
Right side up.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna go upside down. I thought she said upside down or right side up something.
Just upside down or right side up?
Okay.
Oh, then go upside
What's your
down.
picture? Rick?
And what are you going to go
upside
with?
down.
I'm gonna go with upside down.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna make it a little dirty.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Pick a side. Walking on your parents having sex, or your parents
Wow,
walking
nigga.
on you having sex.
Whatever else you
The other one, whichever.
So, walking on your parents having sex, or have your parents walking on you having sex.
Yeah. Walk in on me.
Walking on me.
I just say I know I can handle that.
DJ Elbow.
I'm
I
just
don't think he's with us. Did you hear? Did you hear the choices?
Yeah, you walk
Oh
in
wait,
fucking
Hi
your
Goddess
parents
said that
like
she did
what?
both.
I did both, she said.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
wow.
you say have sex with your parents?
No.
No.
Jesus Christ! Oh, somebody help him! Put it in the chat.
What is
Put it in the chat so you can read
You're
it.
walking in.
Walking
can either-
on your parents having sex, or your parents walking in on you having sex.
Oh shit. I'd rather walk in to my parents having sex.
Here's the problem I have with this question. Derek said, "I'm gonna get a little nasty," but this is not even like nasty. This is like a mortifying question. This is like, all right, pick your therapy topic.
Let me just respond to Erica's comment.
But the thing is, Chris, I don't know if she's talking about you or me, because both our moms' names are Diane.
That's true.
Interesting. Walking on me.
Okay, walking on you. I'm gonna go with walking on me as well.
All right. Howard or Hampton?
You forgot one. I'm gonna say it.
There's another HU that.
Just wait for it. Go ahead. Howard or Hampton?
I'm gonna go Howard.
Howard or Hampton? DJ Elbow.
What was I didn't hear.
Howard University or Hampton University? T. Smith, you gotta be a little more specific. I didn't know. What'd you say?
Shit. I think I'm Howard. I'm Howard.
Okay. All right. Sheree?
Howard.
I'm gonna go with Hillman.
Shut up.
Boy, shut the fuck up.
All right. I'm gonna go with Howard.
Howard. All right, we got through one whole round. Let's see, can we get through this next round before I got to?
Because we are getting off when you get off. Just to clarify.
All right.
Oh, gross.
You rather get off when I get off? Tolan, you up, brother. Second round. If there's anyone else who would like to join us round two, you can use that link that was in the chat. Maybe you changed your mind. Maybe you went and changed out of your robe and put some clothes on. Maybe you got your cleavage situation under wraps.
I'm down to go with that one. Ignorance is bliss, or the truth shall set you free. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm gonna have too many libations.
All right, here you go. Let's go, Robbie.
Oh, are we answering that question or
no?
Oh, I'm just doing another one.
Oh no, we can do Tony. You're right.
Yeah,
let's do Tony.
Let's do that one.
Yeah.
Your answer.
I'm gonna go with the truth.
Sheree?
I'm gonna go with the truth.
I'm over on this side. Okay. Yeah, I will go with the truth as well. Okay.
I'm gonna go with truth.
Truth.
He's gone again. Okay. You're up.
Ignorance. I'm going with ignorance.
You change your mind? You go with ignorance?
I'm going with ignorance. Mm-hmm.
Pretty Tony also says ignorance is bliss.
I'm going with ignorance.
All right. DJ, I don't know if you're here, if you're not here. Like you're here, down here, but I put you up and you're not there.
Oh, that's weird.
All right, here we go. It's on.
Is he frozen?
Yeah, he's frozen.
I hope he's frozen because that's a creepy ass.
Look,
There you go.
No,
He had the
he's
bottom.
frozen.
No, he had the bottom. The bottom.
oh, he came in on another one. How's you
Bottom,
still
bottom.
in? I always
All
thought
right.
she was bottom.
Let's go. Let's go, Robbie.
Lose sleep or skip a meal.
Would I rather lose sleep or would I rather skip a meal?
We have 10 minutes.
Are you asking where?
I think I'd rather lose sleep.
Skip a meal.
I got this also says skip a meal. I'm gonna go with lose sleep.
Lose sleep.
Lose sleep.
All right, DJ Elbow.
All right.
Y'all know I'll be
Since we're
doing like
talking about-
12-hour DJ sets anyway. So,
All right. Would you rather? All right. Imagine you don't know what sex is. You don't know what it is. You just saw somebody humping somebody else, right? You just saw them humping somebody,
Your
right?
parents.
Yes, but
Here
you
we
don't
go.
know what it is. Would you rather have grabbed your opposite sex teacher and hump them, or opposite sex parents and hump them, like dry hump?
DJ Elbow.
It'd be so easy. It'd be so easy.
Go ahead. Shrek.
Really?
Are you gonna hump your parents or your teacher?
You're. She said teacher.
I'm gonna go with teacher.
Bro, there was several teachers I wanted to hump. And I knew better.
No, but you don't know. You don't know what sex is. You don't know it's a sexual thing.
I understand,
It's
but I
not
was
like it's.
saw some humping. I would lively think, you know what? This looks like somebody I want to hump. Not my mama. Not at all. No.
All right.
Go ahead. I think we all gonna say the same thing, but go ahead.
I think I'm gonna say teacher. Ooh, it's a tough one.
Here's what I love. Here's what I love about Elbow Greasy. Every time he's like, it's your turn. He's like, whoa, let me think of one. You know we playing the game, bro. You knew we were gonna do this last week. He's like, oh, my turn. All right. Here, how about, would you rather something super easy or something super hard? All the questions be like that.
Hey.
I got this.
So,
I'm not sure
yeah.
exactly what this meant.
Hey, man, listen. Honestly, I'd rather my leave.
He said his mom. If y'all didn't catch that.
Hey,
No, he didn't. Did he?
Yeah.
He
No,
sound
I'm
like
not.
fucking R2D2 right now.
Man, we ain't gonna be able to get this. Pretty Tony says, but why?
Why? What?
The only one who needs. All right.
He's gone.
Oh man.
All right, let's move along. Move it along.
Sure.
Okay, pick a side. You accomplish the dream of your career or your career job. You get your career job. Dream job, or you accomplish the pinnacle of your career. Or you find your soulmate.
I'm gonna go with accomplish pinnacle of my career.
Pinnacle.
Pinnacle.
Soulmate.
Mm.
Pretty Tony said that's an easy one.
Well, I mean, I think so. We're reading this book called The Superior Man, and that
you know-
pretty much will explain it.
It
But we'll
does.
keep going.
I think. Well, I mean, nobody asked us to explain, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it anyway.
Nobody
Fuck it.
asked to explain these days.
I don't care. But I just feel like you ever work your whole life for something and that shit not fucking work out. Like that shit happened to me. So I would easily pick the pinnacle of my career.
Pretty Tony said explain. And
I
you
just did.
you
So
did.
I feel like okay, you're gonna accomplish the pinnacle of your career, and maybe that's your legacy, or you know what people remember you by. But your life goes on after that, right? And so, who are you gonna spend it with?
For the people that you reached it with at your job.
Or,
party.
I think so. I'm reading this book, and it talks a lot about like the divine masculine and divine feminine, and how the focus of the divine feminine is really on love, and the divine masculine is about what is it really?
Purpose.
Purpose and accomplishment. And I think that like even in how we made this decision and decided, sort of speaks to that. But I would venture to say that feeling being accomplished will actually allow. Hold on, there's an echo. That might be Bel-Ami. So being accomplished would allow me to then be open to being in a relationship and finding that perfect person, because then I won't have to think about.
You don't get both, sir.
No.
You didn't say you can't.
You didn't say that.
No, it's pick a side, sir. You got to pick a side.
No, what I'm saying is
you get one or the other in life.
Pick that because then I think that it would allow me to.
That's not how this game works.
Okay. All right.
I understand that's not how the game works, but I fucking feel what you're saying, Derek. I feel you.
I feel you. Superior man. The way of the superior man.
And we'll talk about more about that other piece that I was talking about before we hopped on live. Because this falls right in line with that.
So, all right, here.
You know, Derek, I saw the same sort of trend though. You know, like the ladies we were saying. I don't know if it was all of us. It looked like all of us. We're choosing.
It was. Except for T.M. Smith. No, High Goddess. Career.
Okay. Yeah.
And so Pretty Tony said the same thing. I think this book really has a point. That's all.
Beneficial to both.
Yeah, it's beneficial to both. And it's not necessarily saying that it's men versus feminine or male versus female. It's really feminine versus masculine, and women can be masculine, men can be feminine. All right, here we go. And then DJ Elbow said relationship over career accomplishments.
Elbow, you're talking in the private chat, right? Like not.
Yeah. All right, so here goes mine. All right, would you rather?
Let's do this. Can we norm instead of saying would you rather, just say pick a side?
Yeah, pick a side. Blowjob right before bed, or getting head right before bed, or being woken up by head.
Why do we have to pick?
Because that's the name of the game.
Give me that wake up. Let me start my day right.
I want DJ Elbow in on this one.
I'm gonna say right before bed.
DJ Elbow, head before bed or head when you wake up in the morning?
Wake up. It's the sunshine. Come on, man. That's a
wake me up before you go.
It's what.
What you say, Derek?
I said, answer Pretty Tony. I said, do you want head before bed or do you want to write when you wake up, or to be woken up by head? I want to be woken up by some head.
Listen, the best part of waking up is getting the buzz of love.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all. I wish I had another one, but I got a hard out.
Yeah, you do.
Right off of this, right? Right off of this question.
So much.
Can we add on to that question? Can we add on to that question?
You can do another one.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can we add on to that question?
Yes.
All right. So, would you
Hold on, first of
rather?
all, before you add on to the
Yeah,
question,
before you add on.
love y'all.
Peace
Peace.
out,
I'm out.
Bel-Ami. Thank you. I thought we was gonna end, but we're not.
Love y'all.
All right.
You gotta kick me out. Kick me out that way.
He's frozen.
Everybody's frozen.
Can you see me?
Yeah. Everybody's frozen but me and you. Oh, there he goes. He's back.
Right. No, he's stop motion.
No.
He's stop animation.
Oh, shoot. What is going on?
Maybe Bel-Ami took all the magic with him.
All right, we got some bye Bel-Amis. We got some bye Bel-Amis. We got Hot Goddesses Wake Me Up. For the most part, we'll just go through these. I think we might have to just go ahead and end this stream if I can't keep everybody back together. It looks like everybody says wake up. Everybody likes to be woken up by some head. I understand.
I feel like you can't get to sleep. It may cause you, if you get it before, y'all excited, then where's the sleep going to come in?
Well, I guess it depends, because
I guess it depends. Yeah.
For men, it might just knock them out.
Nah, not so much for women. It's like, okay, what's next?
Yeah, what's next? Yes, I understand. All right. Well, you know what? This would be a great opportunity. Well, first off, thank you as always, Sheree, for playing.
Thank you.
Pick a side with us, and feel free to stay backstage. It just might be me and you, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up. So give me a moment. All right. Well, guys, it's an interesting way to end this, but I definitely want to say this before we do head out. We have a lot of people that I know listen to us through the Robbie Tolan page, and so I want to make sure that you all are going to subscribe to us, because this will be the last day that we'll be on the Robbie Tolan page. So make sure that you go to either our YouTube page, which is Free Agents Podcast, or you can go to FreeAgents_pod on Twitch and follow us and be a part of this this family. We love having y'all. We love y'all in the comments. We love just this culture and this community that we're building up. And so Pretty Tony says she'll be here next week, which means Pretty Tony's going to be following us on our Twitch page. And so we really appreciate y'all. Hot Goddess says she wants the link. Give me 1 second, Hot Goddess. I will put it in the chat. Hold on 1 second. I'll put both of them in the chat. I'll put the chat. Hold on. I got to pull it up. I'll do the YouTube, and I'll also do our Twitch link in the chat. All right. So first off is Free Agents. Come on. Give me 1 second, guys. So, nope, we don't want that one. copy URL. All right, so I'm putting the Twitch one in our chat right now. Boom, that's the Twitch. And then for all of our people who want to join us on YouTube, I'm about to give you all that one next. All right, this should be our YouTube one right there. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Well, thank all of y'all. It's been great. We're gonna end with no music, but I'll make some music. We said there was some damn ends. Okay. Um, well, thank y'all so much for just joining us tonight. And just every week, we really appreciate all of y'all. This is a labor of love, and we just want this to grow. So please, please, please also spread the word. Get people out, because we are the only podcast out there in the entire world who does a live show, and we actually want to interact with our audience. And so, yeah, this is the Free Agent Podcast. We will see you all next Tuesday. Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe to either our YouTube channel or our Twitch page. We will see you all next week. Enjoy your week. And I'm going to do a little sign out music that goes a little something like this. Do 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 do. Free agents. Yeah. All right, peace, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all next week.